We're now ready for another weekly Mayor's Message, and today is a sad day for Circle Head because we are farewelling General Manager that's been in Circle Head for 13 years, and Greg Winton, 13 years ago now we were looking at interviews, and then you ended up coming here, and I will remember, as I just told our staff, that when you first come over we weren't really sure what we were getting, but we were obviously getting somebody that was really strong on a lot of areas, especially financial. In fact, that whenever we brought things up, you was always pretty quick on telling us that we were wrong or we didn't think it through very well, and you were probably right on some occasions as well. So
on some occasions, Daryl.
So on reflection, give us an insight into how you see your 13 years in Circular Head.
Yeah, look, I think for mine, Daryl, as I said at my speech earlier today, never thought I was going to be here for 13 years, but this community was what kept me here and kept my family here. I had my little display earlier with my children's art projects, which just demonstrated how long and how they've developed in this community. And look, there's been a number of successful projects. I still am annoyed that I wasn't able to get the pool fixed, but that'll be Tony's gig from now on. But it's a great community to live in, great place to bring up kids, and it's got a future as long as it keeps its own confidence.
Councillors would totally support you with a pool. I mean, it's a big disappointment for councillors as well that we have some people in our community that everybody in their community wants a new pool, but when you have people wanting pools in various places, it does become very difficult. And I'd still be fairly confident that we will come to a consensus, and if we can come to a consensus, I would expect the governments will, when they get some money, will be able to give us some to be able to do that. But I would sort of see that especially over the last 5 years, the resource sharing with Wynyard is something that I think has been fantastic, and I know that it was something that you instigated, and upon reflection, we are the envy of many other councils, not only Tasmania but in Australia. Would you give us a bit more insight into that?
Yeah, look, I think it's proven the test of time now. 5 years have gone by. It's now at a stage where you don't have to have a shared general manager, but the councils can. I learned today that Tasman Council and Sorrel Council are now sharing a general manager. So there's been a couple in more recent times that have emulated what we've done. I think it's onwards and upwards. We've got more than 10% of our staff that are now shared, and we've got services being provided that we would never have been able to provide on our own. So from my perspective, it's working. It doesn't need an individual there. Sometimes it can be easier, sometimes maybe not so easy. But I certainly won't miss the 80 evening meetings per year, but I certainly won't miss this carpet, but I'll certainly miss the people that I've worked with over that period of time.
And with resource sharing, I'd be confident, and I expect that you would be as well, the fact that it is working well, and I know Wynyard is totally supporting all the councillors as well now. We would be both fairly hopeful that resource sharing can work with two general managers now, which probably would have been difficult 5 years ago. Would that be a fair enough comment?
I certainly at the time I argued quite strongly that I felt it was going to be too difficult for two penny pinchers to argue over the cents, forget about the big dollars. So, but I think we're at that stage now where you can actually do that. If a council chooses, doesn't have to, can still work with one general manager. But yeah, I think the proof's been in the pudding, and council's agreed to another 5 years, so onwards and upwards.
Thank you. And so, I want to, on behalf of the community and our councillors as well, I want to wish you and Deb and your two daughters well in the future, and whatever lies ahead for you, I hope it's good for you, good for your family, and I'm sure that you go on to better things, and the things you've learnt at this council, I hope that that's valuable for you in the future.
Yeah. Thanks, Daryl. It's been a fantastic journey.
Good.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. And thank you, people.